Hello, my name is Ian with Artisan Contracting. We're the general contractor out here. So my role with Artisan has been as a project engineer. Went to school and college for the project management side of things, and I grew up here in Michigan. Most of my life has been here in the Detroit area. I moved away for about 6 years to go to college, and I've just come back and taken a position with Artisan. Been with them for about 4 or 5 months now. This is one of my biggest projects that I've worked on, and basically what I do on a day-to-day basis is help a lot of back-end things with paperwork, such as requests for information, change orders, blueprints, bids, subcontracts. So I help with anything that our superintendent on site might need as well on a daily and weekly basis. But yeah, just help to drive the project, make sure we are hitting our schedule and hitting our budget. So yeah, so right now our demo of existing walls and roof is pretty much done. Behind you is 2 existing walls that are going to be staying, and then this is all rubble that's coming out, obviously, and then on the floor here you can kind of see the existing concrete that's still here. We're going to be, the next phase of demolition is to actually take all of that out as well. So all of our existing concrete that's in here is coming out, and then below this concrete are footings that are holding it and supporting it. Those are also going to come out, and it's all going to be new footings, new slab, new everything. So yeah, but we're almost done with the demo portion of the walls and ceiling. It's pretty much done. We're obviously still in the middle of demolition, but our existing slab on grade right now is at the elevation that we need to basically build our building like right out of the ground. So it's footings, then steel, and everything builds on top of that elevation. So we're getting a base elevation right now, and yeah, just take a few more minutes. Basically, we've got existing building walls on the site that are going to be remaining, and then if you look out this way over here, the building is actually going to be extending past the existing area about 18 feet. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave these 2 walls. All of your existing concrete and footings are coming out, and then we're going to be pouring new footings on the exterior, and then we're pouring pad footings on the inside for our structural steel to build up off of. So these interior footings are 9-foot by 9-foot pad footings that basically spread the weight of the building out into the soil. That's what pad footings are. So yeah. So behind me are existing walls that are going to be remaining. You'll notice that there's still window finishes, drywall on those. Those are still going to come off, so it's going to be a slower demolition process. But behind that you can kind of see the CMU wall. That'll be remaining. And then on the outside of the wall there's existing face brick. That's also going to be removed, but we're going to take it with a gentle light touch just so we don't disturb the main CMU wall for purposes of you know, an existing building. We can use that in certain ways, but yeah, everything besides the CMU that you can kind of see in the background is all going to be coming out. Yeah, so this right here is part of the water or existing water main that was here. Right now we're kind of leaving it intact, potentially tying into it with our new water main, which is coming in behind you outside the fence there. But we're mainly trying to keep that, and then there's some electrical over behind this little partition that's also staying. That's where our temporary power is coming in. So right now we've got some existing electrical panels right behind here. Kind of put up a little wall. But essentially this is all existing panels from the old building, which we're holding on to for now. What we've done is we've tied into that with a temporary power that runs our job trailer. for power for there. So that's a temporary box. This is existing. It's all going to be staying until we get closer to bringing in new power into the building, and then we'd run everything from there. But that and the water main on the inside of the building are going to stay for now. Okay, so here you can kind of see two stub outs. What we have are your water main for the new building, and then the fire suppression main for all of our fire suppression needs, sprinklers, etc. What we did is there's a water main that runs through the main street outside these fences here. What we did is we had one of our subcontractors come in, trench in all the way to that main, and what they do is they fit a collar around the water main and they tap into it and run the piping from that water main into our building. So right now these are our two stub outs. Eventually our plumber is actually going to run them all the way through the building and into the back where we're going to have our mechanical room, which is where our shutoffs will be located. From there, everything is piped up into the building. We had to size those water mains and fire suppression mains larger because the existing building was a single story. The new building is going to be the first floor and then 2 floors on top of it, so 3 floors. So we had to size that water main up a little bit to feed our new needs for the building. But yeah, it's kind of hard to tell that they did the work. A lot of subcontractors are good at covering it up and making sure it looks good again. But like I said, they did bring those all the way in from underground, and you can kind of see some of the cracked concrete here. But they did bring it all the way from the street all the way to that point. So, well, this is one of my first big projects. I know a lot, but it's applying it all that I'm not familiar with. So seeing it all happen is pretty exciting.
Coming fall 2023, well, initially we wanted to have this project completed by fall of 2023, but we actually ran into a gap in our budget due to COVID and the increased cost of materials and skilled trades, and so therefore we ended up closing the construction loan a little bit later than we planned to, which resulted in us needing to push this date back to fall 2024. And so today, what I'm going to end up doing is just basically covering up that date with some tape, because we actually had a few residents still think that we're going to be able to hit this goal of fall 2023, but in actuality, we're looking once again more like fall 2024. So. Secondary lot that came with the property, and it used to be a drive-up ATM for the actual bank across from Kensington. And what we're going to end up doing here is, in the next phase of demo, we're going to take up all of this concrete and blacktop and redo this in order to provide adequate parking for our residents and for the retail tenant on the first level. Whew. That's it for today's episode. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow along with us as more of this to come.